You know who I am?
Anything you say. Anything you say.
It's official.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now again, this past week there wasn't anything really major going on in the news. Everything, politically wise, it's, the same bullshit. I did see a couple things due to a bunch of teaser trailers dropped by Disney for their Disney Plus channel or whatever streaming service. They dropped a teaser for Secret Invasion, which looked kind of dumb. It didn't look good. It looked really boring. They dropped another teaser trailer for Willow, and I already know it's going to be a piece of shit. They're ruining Willow because it's woke as fuck. The next one, National Treasure, we all know it's woke as hell. They went and did a whole feminist change on it, and it just looks stupid. It doesn't even have Nicolas Cage in it, so that's not National Treasure. And all the fans are pissed about it. Same thing with, I guess they're going to fuck up Percy Jackson with the Percy Jackson Olympians trailer or whatever. None of it goes with the books, from what I understand. I never got into Percy Jackson. I never read the books or anything like that. I thought the two movies that came out were, they kind of sucked. They weren't really all that great. And Disney destroys everything that they touch. So I know this is going to be a shit show. I also saw the trailer for the Santa Clauses for Disney. Now, they did get Tim Allen to play Santa Claus, which at least they got that right. After, I think they kind of learned their lesson when they fucking, fucked up the whole Lightyear movie thing and didn't cast Tim Allen. But whether it's going to be good or not, I don't know. It is Disney. Again, they destroy everything they touch. So who knows? And then something I've never even heard of called Werewolf by Night. It looks stupid. That was the worst one. It's all done in black and white. That's fucking retarded. I hate when they do that. Put something out and then make it all black and white. It makes me not want to watch the show. And a lot of people won't watch it because of that. The last trailer I saw, which really ticked me off, but it wasn't just me. I read up on it. Clive Barker and all the fans are really pissed off about it. The whole reboot on Hulu, which is owned by Disney, of the Hellraiser reboot series that they're trying to do. Some David, I can't remember his last name, Buckenheimer or some shit, I don't know. This guy has no clue anything about Hellraiser. Clive Barker did one book where he doesn't mention the gender of the Hell Priest. In every other book and all the film adaptations, he is male. He is called the engineer, the lead Cenobite, the Hell Priest. Priest, not priestess, or the Cold Man. Man, not whammon. But in this reboot, they're going to make it they're going to call her the Hell Priestess and make her a whammon. So, whatever. They didn't even bother changing the character. It's still Pinhead, but they're going to change gender swap Pinhead. That's the dumbest shit I ever seen. Anyways, that's going to flop so bad because everyone's pissed off about it. So moving on to what I really want to talk to you about this week. I just got done watching a television series called Perception. Now there's only 3 seasons, and the show stars Eric McCormick as the professor. You also have LeVar Barton in this, Geordi from Star Trek Next Generation, chief engineer, blah blah blah. Reading Rainbow, he's done Reading Rainbow. And you also have Rachel Cook, who plays an FBI agent who helps, or who goes to the professor asking for professional help with cases that usually have to deal with some type of neurological or psychological, like a head doctor is what he is. He deals with the brain. They call him the brain doctor, whatever. Now, the main character, Daniel, as a professor, he's also schizophrenic. His character is schizophrenic. So he sees people sometimes that are not there, who talk to him and help him work out some, or solve some of these crimes or cases. But it's basically still him, just telling himself shit. It's a shame the show only ran for 3 seasons. I like the show. I like crime mystery type shows as long as they have some comedy or comical relief, and it's a guy who's solving the crimes. Because any other show that's been new lately, from the 2000s, most of them are literally all have a female lead who's solving the crimes, and they suck, every single one of them. I've tried watching others. I really did. Even though I watched all of Bones, I really didn't care for most of the characters on the show, because they put way too much feminist crap in them shows that have a female lead. And it's annoying as fuck. Anything before 2000, it was usually, a guy or a couple cops, guy cops, buddy. I don't have a problem with, sometimes you have 2 cops that are like, one's a guy and one's a woman. But 90% of the time, the woman's always some type of feminist pain in the ass. The character's always a feminist, and I'm tired of it. All these new female lead cop shows that's a feminist. Screw that shit. It's not funny. It's not a good show when they do that. Perception wasn't bad. Rachel Cook's actually a really good looking woman. The only problem I had with her character, other than, she has to be the one that kicking everybody's ass and blah, which I kind of thought was silly because she's under 5 foot tall. She's a little tiny thing. But what really drove me crazy about her character was them damn fucking platform shoes she always had to wear. Every episode she's wearing them stupid ass platform shoes. And they're so god awful. I wish they stopped making them type of shoes for women because they're horrible looking. You know, even the, you know, like strippers, porn, adult entertainment, whatever. They all have to now wear them fucking god awful clod hoppers. You know, that's like 3 inches off the fucking ground, plastic crap. Ignorant. Anyways, a lot of times the main character Daniel, he sees a woman that apparently he was never, they never met, or he never went out with her, but she's supposedly his girlfriend named Natalie. Then eventually, I think in season 2, eventually meets the real woman whose name is Caroline. She's actually a psychologist. They ended up dating for a little while, and then that falls apart because of his schizophrenia. She can't handle it. He's always afraid of trying to have a relationship with anyone because of his schizophrenia. He's scared to death no one will accept it. Kate, which is Rachel Cook's character, is the only one who's ever stuck around. So he's in love with her, but he never really tells her. And he goes around, he helps solve these cases all the time with her. He's a problem solver and he enjoys doing it. And it's a really, really good show. If you like crime, mystery, and you know, something comical, doesn't have a lot of fucking drama. It's not over dramatized. That's usually most of the news shows. They're so over dramatized, I just can't get into them. They suck. Anything after 2000, most of the shows suck. Every once in a while, there'll be a decent one. But my favorites were always The Mentalist, Monk, that kind of thing. Where it's, you know, they're smart ass because they're smarter than everyone else, and it's funny. That's the type of murder mystery crime stuff I like. I do not like the CSIs. I never could get into them. It's too over dramatized. They're too serious. But anyways, this show is really good. I highly recommend it if you like crime, drama, mystery type shows. Definitely check it out. Alright, let's move on to your B-movie reviews.
Then I dash away from Popo. Yeah, slice around my grass, they want my dodo. But I keep a 40, they don't know, no.
Okay, movie holics. This week is Comedy Week.
Big Louise on somebody. Fresh in the game, putting it down. Everybody jump, make the club get crunk. If you want the south side, represent, throw it up. Everybody jump, make the club get crunk. If you want the north side, represent, throw it up. Everybody jump, make the club get crunk. If you on the west side, represent, throw it up. Everybody jump, make the club get crunk. If you on the east side, represent, throw it up.
And I went ahead and went with a couple of Bill Murray movies. If you don't know who Bill Murray is, then you don't know comedy. I went with probably one of the funniest freaking movies of all time. It's hilarious. And of course, it stars Bill Murray. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. And it's called What About Bob? This was done in 1991. And worldwide, it made about $63 million. So it's not too bad for a comedy. This also stars Richard Dreyfuss and Julie Haggerty. Basically, the movie is about Bob, played by Bill Murray. He has a multitude of psychological disorders. He's a hypochondriac. He has compulsive disorder. He can't get out of his house. He's got to do things repetitiously. That kind of shit. He just has a ton of disorders. Anyways, his doctor gets rid of him by pawning him off on Richard Dreyfuss, which is a doctor. He's getting ready to have an interview by Good Morning America to publish his new book. And he's fixing to go on vacation. Bob is told to go, that he will be his new therapist. So Bob goes to see him the very first day before he even goes on vacation. And Richard Dreyfuss tells him he's going on vacation. He'll see him in a month, which freaks Bob out. He tells him about his book, and the book is called Baby Steps. It's a new type of therapy, and he tells Bob to read it and try baby steps, blah, blah, blah. Work on, easy goals, such as, take baby steps to get out of the room, then take baby steps to get out into the hallway, and then baby steps onto the elevator, then baby steps off the elevator, baby steps out the door of the building, blah, 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 so forth. You get it. Well, Richard Dreyfuss goes on vacation with his family, and Bob follows him there. He does a lot of shit to find out where he's at before he even gets there. But he gets there, and then Richard Dreyfuss is freaking out. He's trying to get rid of him. The family likes Bob. He meets the family, and the family likes Bob. Richard Dreyfuss is trying to get rid of him, so he tells him to go on a vacation. Go back to New York, go on a vacation. Because he figures out he's in New Hampshire for vacation. Well, there's an old couple who was going to buy the house that Richard Dreyfuss bought, and they're pissed about it, and they find out that Bob is a patient of his, and he's trying to hang out with him. So they tell Bob he could stay with them while he visits Richard Dreyfuss and his family. Bob, which Richard Dreyfuss' character tells him to take a vacation. He says, okay, I'll take a vacation. So he decides to take a vacation with them by staying there in New Hampshire. And Richard Dreyfuss like, I thought you were going back to New York and taking a vacation from your problems. He said, I am. I'm leaving them in New York, and I'm going to stay here and take a vacation. So basically he ends up staying and hanging out, which pisses Richard Dreyfuss off. And Richard Dreyfuss' character, he tries to get rid of him. All kinds of stuff to try to get rid of him. Meanwhile, the family's loving Bob, and they think he's a great friend. And it's a mess. Now, towards the end, Richard Dreyfuss, he has a breakdown, but eventually at the end he comes out of it. but it's because Bob decides to marry his sister Lily, and it just flips him out. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. You know, they have a couple sentences of what happens afterwards. Bill Murray writes a book, and then Richard Dreyfuss' character, he tries to sue him for it because it was his idea or some shit. The movie is hilarious. I'm telling you, this is an absolute recommendation. You have to see this movie if you like comedies. It is one of the best and funniest movies I've ever seen. 2 thumbs up. For sure. Definitely check it out. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Alright, the next one I watched, again starring Bill Murray, is a movie that a lot of people probably never heard of. It's funny, but it's not like super funny. It's called Larger Than Life, and it was done in 1996 and made about $8 million, which wasn't all that great. Like I said, most people probably never heard of this one. But it starred Janine Garofalo. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Or Garofalo, I don't know. Something like that. And Matthew McConaughey's in this as well. Now, in this one, Bill Murray plays a character who is a motivational speaker. That's his job. He goes and does gigs and events. Now, Bill Murray's character, he gets a phone call and telling him that his father is dead by some. Or what? No, actually, it was a letter, not a phone call. My bad. It was a letter. He receives a letter telling him his father is dead, which he already thought was dead. His mother told him he was dead, so he didn't know he had a father that was still alive. His mother lied to him. Come to find out, his father was a circus clown. He goes to collect his inheritance, and it's a trunk full of clown crap and an elephant named Vera, which is named after his mom, which was kind of ironic. Anyways, the elephant has caused all these damages in this town that this attorney's office has been holding. Now he wants $35,000 for all the damages. Bill Murray's all like, well, that's not my fault. I didn't know anything about it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, because he's automatically inherited and become the owner of the elephant, he also gets to inherit the bill or the damages that the elephant has caused. So it's kind of fucked up. But anyways, regardless, now he's got to try to figure out how to pay the $35,000. He finds out that there is a zoo, a woman, played by Janine. She is willing to offer him like 30 grand for the elephant. Taking off his hands, and they're flying several elephants to Sri Lanka or whatever. So he's all like, I don't know. Well, his father left him a note to see another circus buddy of his called Blockhead. He lives in Kansas City. He figures out a way. Like along the way, he's trying to figure out all kinds of transportation for trucks, walking, riding the elephant, blah, blah, blah. He gets all kinds of trouble and shit the whole time he's doing it. he figures a way to get to Kansas City to meet this guy. And then this guy, you know, he's a carny. And he tells him, well, why don't you get a better offer from this talent agent that owns a circus, kind of like Barnes and Bailey or whatever. He says her name is, well, he doesn't tell Bill Murray's character that it's a woman. He just says, go talk to Terry and get a better offer. So Bill Murray contacts this Terry character and finds out it's a woman and that she owns a circus and that she'll buy the elephant off him for $40,000 against Janine's character, which is named Mo. They're kind of rivals. So he decides, okay, I'm going to take it to California to see this Terry and sell the elephant for $40,000. Well, along the way, they run across Matthew McConaughey, which is a trucker. He tricks Matthew McConaughey, which is called Tip Tucker. That's his character. He tricks him into, giving him and the elephant a ride. And then he finds out it's all bullshit. And the way he did it, he canceled one of his loads. It pisses him off. So now he wants to kill him. So he's trying to chase him down and hurt him throughout the rest of the movie. Eventually, he gets to California, meets the Terry, and she's using like electric cattle prods to hurt these elephants to get them to do what she wants. He doesn't like that. He don't want Vera getting hurt or mistreated. So he takes her to Mo. Now, he gets to Mo, and he finally gets the elephant to her. Tip Tucker gets arrested because he's trying to chase him down, kill over the shit. In a funny way, not in a, he doesn't really get to do it. But all ends well. The elephant gets on the plane for Sri Lanka or whatever, and that's the end of the movie. Now, it does say at the end, some more type of credits or whatever, that he does go and visit Vera, blah, 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 with Mo and yada, yada. There are some funny parts in this movie. There's a truck scene where he screws up with the truck while it's on the road, and it starts moving on him like forward, and he's trying to get it. He can't get it. He's stuck trying to drive it that way down the highway. It's actually pretty funny. Like I said, there are some funny stuff in this movie. It's just not, super funny. It's still a good movie. I do recommend it. 2 thumbs up. It was a really good movie for Bill Murray. Definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. It's not so much adult themed. It's more, I don't know. It's kind of like a Disney movie. The older Disney movies before 2000. It's really family oriented kind of. Really good movie, and this is before Matthew McConaughey became really famous. He does kind of a silly job as he lays it on pretty thick, like a hillbilly redneck type of dude. It's crazy. But yeah, I highly recommend it. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. It's a pretty funny movie. Anyways, that's all I have for you this time. If you have any thoughts about what I said earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you know of any type of underrated B-rated movies, no matter what the genre is, besides drama, or westerns, I probably won't watch those. But any other genre, if you could think of, something I may never have seen or heard of, go ahead and leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below. I'll get around to reviewing them when I can. So until then, I told you you'd be told the truth, and you've just been told.